Good afternoon and thanks for joining us right here on Midday Kentucky. You know her, our wonderful resident nutritionist, Amanda Nightbird. How are you, my darling?
I'm good. How are you?
Helping me out today.
Yes.
You ready to rock and roll?
I'm ready. I'm ready.
I meant to ask you before, have you got kids?
Oh, yeah, I have 2 children.
Okay, how old are they?
Yes, I have a 13-year-old son and I have a 10-year-old daughter.
Okay, I wanted to ask you something that's not on our list right now.
Oh.
A friend of mine was talking about addiction with Fortnite.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, okay.
I know all about that.
All right, so your kids are at that age where they're into the Fortnite game.
Absolutely.
Because there was recently just a story in Australia, everyone, where a man has now been charged for assaulting his wife. Oh. Because she was trying to get him off the game Fortnite.
Oh, wow.
He'd been in the room for 13 hours.
Oh,
They're saying that it's an addiction.
Oh,
okay?
yes.
And people flip out if you take the addiction away. Now, he's been charged, of course. I was talking to a friend of mine about this, and she said, Troy, my grandson just pushed his father up against the wall when he tried. I think she said he was playing the game for like 16 hours.
Yes.
Where do you stand on that? Do you let them play video games like this?
Occasionally, yes. They do love and they play for hours at a time. And
Okay.
it is definitely an issue to get them off the video games,
But
for
how
sure.
do you go about that?
Well, I think you have to set boundaries. You know, you have to do this before you can have
Okay.
your play at the video games.
Right.
You know, you got to get your homework done. You got to clean your room.
Okay.
And then they kind of earn the Fortnite.
Okay, it's funny because my girlfriend was telling me about her grandson that he is only allowed to play 1 hour a day and 2 hours on the weekend days, like 2 hours a day.
Right.
And the parents have put this special lock.
Oh, yes.
Oh, so you know about all
Yes.
this?
So I have it's called the Circle Disney, and it
Wow.
shuts down your internet at a certain
Interesting.
time.
So tell everyone at home what that is again.
It's just a device that you hook up to your a router, your internet at home, and you can set up the times that you allow your children to use their devices.
Wow.
And it's better because if I go in and say you're done, your time is
You're
up,
the enemy.
then I'm the enemy. So now it's like they know at 9 the internet shuts off and it's time for bed.
That's very clever. We should find out more about that. And I only brought it up because I thought, does Amanda have children? I want to ask her this question.
I do.
I'm sorry
I'm
I
in
went
the thick
this
of it.
way.
Yes.
I went sideways. I'm sorry. I do want to show you this because I think it is an early Christmas miracle, everyone. A man in Ohio spotted a rare albino deer walking through his backyard. He almost missed it entirely because it blended so well into the snow. Look at it. I've never seen anything like it.
It's completely white.
Stunning.
Albino.
You call it, I call it albino.
Oh, yeah?
What do you say? Albino.
Albino.
Wonder which one's correct.
Let's ask the viewers. Chime
No,
in.
because they'll write in and say Troy's wrong. But so cute. I loved it. I just wanted to share that with you. You know I like a little
Yeah, I'm from
fun
Virginia,
story.
and we have deer that run through our backyard all the time. It's the craziest thing.
But you've never seen a white
I've
one?
never seen an albino.
Okay, got you. Alrighty. Do you remember our story last week about radio stations not playing the song Baby It's Cold Outside? I love that song. Reverend Marsha with a big smile on her face over there. One radio station in California returned the song to its airwaves, okay? Now, they originally yanked it because of caller complaints, because some people say it has predatory undertones, especially through the lens of the current Me Too movement. Well, the radio station sought further feedback, and an overwhelming number of listeners said they do want to hear the song, so it returned. Now, you reminded me about a parody that came up
Just this week.
this week.
Yes.
And I have to say to you, I love this song,
Right.
and I think it was a radio publicity stunt.
I agree. I've never really dived into the lyrics as much as I have since this came out.
Thank you. Now, you showed me this. Can we just play it? It's a parody. Let's just play it. It's a song by the Holderness family.
I really can't stay.
Okay, you're free to go.
I've got to go away.
Understood, no means no.
This evening has been
Super
so
appropriate.
very nice.
But I do understand
My mother
consent.
will start to worry.
Definitely text her right
And Father will
now.
be pacing the floor.
Here's the code and there is the
so
door.
really I'd better scurry.
I am gonna stand over
well, maybe
here.
just a half a drink
You
more.
are in control of this
The neighbors
thing.
might
Okay.
Invite them
Now, Now,
over if
we
you
all
like.
know that it's a parody.
Right.
And my question to you, Amanda, when we set off camera, I get the wording from that song,
Right.
original song, is probably not appropriate with the stance we are now with the Me Too movement. But are we taking it too far?
Yeah, I mean, definitely, we're reading into it a lot. I think when you think about how long ago this song was made, these undertones were probably not present.
Well, isn't there also a song like Who Threw Grandma Under the Reindeers or something? Like, I'm just trying to think.
It was my favorite song growing up.
And,
Grandma got run over by a reindeer.
Grandma got run over by a reindeer.
We,
And then wasn't there, I think we were at the theatre last night, and there was another one, Mum got caught kissing Santa under the tree or something. I'm
Yeah.
like, what is the,
apparently,
aren't we sort of
Christmas
like-
songs are pretty naughty.
I
Some of
think-
them can
yeah,
be.
I get it, but I think we need to move on. I'm glad it's back on the airwaves. And I love that parody. We'll put that on Facebook.
Yeah, it's super
It's really
funny.
bloody funny. Alrighty, it's hard to stay healthy and stick to your diet around the holidays, everyone. There are so many sweets to enjoy, like cookies and hot cocoa, of course. So naturally, you want to stay away from all of them. But according to research and experts, you should let yourself indulge a little bit because this will help you lose weight. Now, looking at food negatively and depriving yourself of that extra bite can actually harm you. And those strict rules could cause a hormonal response in your body, which spikes stress levels and then causes weight gain. Another thing that may happen is you overeat, and even with healthy food, that's not... See, that's my problem, Amanda. What do you say to this?
Well, I think
I'm like our dietitian.
It is
Tell us.
all about balance. I totally agree with this. I mean, I think when we overly deprive ourselves, it turns into like a binge, you know? We go all for it. So if you give yourself just a little bit here and there, you're just going to be much better. You can't
Yeah.
have that all or nothing mindset, and that's it's the dieter's mindset.
Yeah.
It's really the worst way to kind of live your life. You've got to give yourself grace
I got you.
to,
I
know,
got you.
indulge here and there. But I do think going into the holidays with like a plan, I'm going to indulge here, but I'm going to
Yeah.
stay on track here, is probably the best advice.
Yeah, I've got to get rid of the birthday cake that's still in my office that Martin made me from Martin's Patisserie because every day, I'm going to be honest, I have a little slice.
Exactly. So enjoy once, and then
But it's been a week.
and then get rid of it. The problem
time
is,
to move on.
Yes, it's time
I'll
to
give
move
it
on.
to you, Dee.
The-
He loves it.
The problem is that people use January as like an excuse, December as an excuse to just have a free-for-all, and then they want to
Pay
try to
for
get
it.
back on track in January. And, if you just balance yourself throughout the holidays, then you're not so far behind in January.
I got you. All right, well, good advice, I'm telling you. I wanted to lead straight into this one. This is why I'd had these two stories.
Yeah.
Which state is the healthiest one? Once again, Hawaii takes the crown. A recent report states that Aloha State earned this spot 5 times within the last 6 years due to low levels of obesity and smoking and air pollution. That was interesting. Even though this sounds like good news, the report found that America's obesity rate is at an all-time high, increasing 5% from the previous year. The least healthiest state went to Louisiana, and that's due to the high number of children in poverty and high percentage of frequent mental distress and low birth weight. Kentucky made the bottom 10 states. Now, this story is up on our Facebook page. When you were reading this story, what did you take from this? Why is Hawaii healthier than other states?
I think Hawaii, I think it's the environment in which they live in. I feel like Hawaii has a large community, in terms of family units and things
Yeah.
like that. They're also in a climate that, beach.
Interesting.
You're more active, you're more out and about. I would feel like in Hawaii than, say, in Kentucky, where we're kind of like landlocked.
I understand because I was thinking about it myself, and I was healthier living in Utah, playing tennis 3 nights a week, skiing most days and on the weekends. I'm less active here than I've ever been, and I've put on weight. But my thoughts to this is for your future and your family. Is your environment the reason why you become overweight?
Oh, absolutely.
Do you see what I'm saying
yeah,
here?
absolutely. You know, people say that genetics loads the gun,
Okay.
but environment pulls the trigger.
Interesting.
For sure. So, you know, you think about in the wintertime, we're less outdoors, we're less
Yeah.
active.
Yeah.
And even when you go on vacation to the beach, you tend to be more active, you're out and about, you want to be outside,
Yeah.
that sunshine. And then definitely, again, community, the people that you're around, you know, their habits are really going to impact, you know, your habits.
So, this is something I also said to you off camera. If you want to lead a better life, a healthier life, and you can see maybe you or some people in your family are going down that road, is it extreme to move
Yeah.
to a state
We
that
should all
seems
move
to be
Hawaii.
healthier?
We should all move to Hawaii.
Do you see what I'm saying?
No, I definitely
like
think
because
that-
you're changing your environment.
Right. I mean, that would be ideal, but I think that that's unrealistic for most people. And I think it's extreme, you know.
Okay.
I think the biggest issue is to find, again, find community, people around you that have the same goals. When you're all in it together, even like at a workplace, if everybody's aiming to eat healthy and do right, then you don't have a break room full
Yeah.
of unhealthy
I
choices.
got you. Look, you're a product of your environment. Correct?
Absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely.
Tell us what you think. Head over to our Facebook page, everyone. All right, very quickly. Do you wish there was an easier way to make friends? It turns out that if you do a few things, it could be a simple task for you. All right, simpler, I should say. Here are a few things that people who make friends easily do habitually. I wanted to show you this as well. They reach out to others instead of waiting for them. So me reaching out to you instead of me waiting for you to make plans or anything like that. I have a few people in my life that are very hard to get hold of. It does, you know, I'm still wondering whether they need to be in my life.
It's definitely a two-way street. You can't expect
Yeah.
everybody, you know.
See, the funny thing is in Australia, I was the one who used to phone all my friends because they had families and everything.
Right.
And since I've been in America, it's not like that. It's different.
People reach out to you as much as you reach out to them,
yeah,
or
yeah, and it's a little different. They stay off their phones in public.
Oh,
You know, potential
That's a
friends.
big one.
Yeah, okay. They're positive. I like that one.
oh, yes.
They're good listeners. Oh, I love a good listener. I love a good car ride if someone doesn't talk and just lets me babble away. I love it. All right, they try new things on their own. This shows that you're confident and want to engage with others. I actually like all of these. I need to do more of it myself. I don't have a lot of friends here.
They're really good tips, and I think that speaking of like my children, I think that that generation is kind of missing all of this because they live
Really?
behind their phones. You talk about Fortnite. I mean, it's just kind of a way for, like, he literally plays with all of his friends. You know, it's that community, but it's all, you know.
But they're not in the
there's
one room.
no face to face.
Yes, I was going to say.
You know, and so there's very little like interaction. And
Have we become a less interactive society?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, how many people do you actually call on the phone?
I FaceTime
It's more
my
of like
friends now.
texting,
Yeah,
you know,
but
back and forth.
I got a bit sick of it, and I'm going to be honest. And some of my friends, not just here but also over, I now FaceTime.
Yeah.
Because I want to see them.
See them.
I get that they're busy.
Right.
We're in different time zones and all that. But I think if you FaceTime, and everyone knows now that put their lipstick on before I phone. You know, if you see my
Yeah.
number, quickly put the
Look
lippy
good,
on
look
because I'm going
good.
to say, "Where's your lipstick?" Do you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah, exactly, exactly.
Alrighty, we appreciate you coming
Oh,
in.
thanks for
Will you
having
come
me.
back?
Absolutely.
Love it.